Hello and welcome, this is Sanaris. This is the 5th episode of Slaughterpalace, and let's look at where we left off last time. We got some migrants. We're 34 dwarves now. I think we got 19. We were 15 before, as far as I remember. And let's zoom out and see what's going on here in Dwarfland. We have our road set up. The merchants are not using it, but who cares? It's there. The main reason we have a road is actually to stop trees from growing there, and we also have a road around the perimeter where we have a moat on the other side between the road and our fortress. So right now it's a dry moat. We could fill it with stuff, but it's not really necessary. I think. Let's see. Maybe I don't think it is. And so basically we have our fortress here, or our fortress entrance, and we have a drawbridge set up that we can raise, so we can shut off the fortress for anything that's not flying. And last time we ended by starting to dig at our side over here. So we started on the first spire of these two that we have planned to dig out, and what I'm doing is that I'm basically, it's hard to see from all the way up here, but I'm channeling down into it, or ramping down into it. Let's zoom in here. I'm zooming with the mouse wheel, by the way, if that was because it doesn't say it on the input over here. So we're channeling down into this, and we have channeled the peaks down here. We channeled a bit of the area here down, so there's some space. And now we're channeling into, or digging into. I'm using ramps. It's the same if you do a ramp from this side or you channel from the upper side. It's the same effect. It's just easier to handle with doing the ramps, because then you're on the level where you're actually digging. And so we will dig all the way down to here, and then we will kind of build the tower up from there. And I think we'll start with this tower, and then we'll move on to the other peak later on. This is going fine as is. Let me see, F1 is the fortress entrance, F2 is the farms. Everything is going well. We have our turkeys and other stuff in here, and chickens in here, and one here, apparently a duck. No. We have loads of booze, not so much meat stuff and all that, because we made it into prepared foods. You can look here at the status screen. We have 297 prepared foods, so that's fine, and over 1,000 booze. And the farms are going fine. We have a dedicated farmer most of the time anyway. And there's F3 is the wood cutting area. We need more wood soon here. F4, the crafting area with stone and mechanics. F5, dining room area and dormitory, both of which have now gotten a little bit too small. Here's the prepared food. F6, I get over to where the peak was before. Alright. So, with all these migrants, now, since up until now, I've been using, you know, the Dwarf Fortress labor system, where you go V onto a dwarf, you press P, L, and then you have their labor settings. And okay, I can go up there. Here we go. So that's all fine and dandy, but already now having 34 dwarves, you can see the unit list here. It gets a little bit much to handle like this. You cannot remember who you set on what and all that. Sorry. So I'm gonna show you the Dwarf Therapist, which is a. Let's just show the lazy pack first. So we have the lazy pack, and under utilities you have Dwarf Therapist. So it comes with the lazy pack, which I recommend you get if you're new to the game. Let's put Dwarf Therapist back on. So here it is in all its glory, and it's of course it's just as confusing as anything in the start, but once you get used to it, it's a very nice tool, and they've done a really good job at keeping things easily separatable and easy to read. So I have my dwarves on the left, all the labors and skills on the right, or on the top. Basic setting really, because this is a set number of labors. It doesn't really change unless Toadie adds it to the game, whereas the dwarves can come in the hundreds out down here, depending on your setting of maximum population. And I have it grouped by migration wave, just so we could easily see the new dwarves that have arrived. We have our first 7 dwarves. We have the 4 that came in the first wave, the 4 in the second wave, and so after a year we got 19 dwarves. So good part is our civilization has not died out yet. Or else we wouldn't get any. I mean, even if they were all the other sites were attacked and conquered or ruined, there would still be refugees roaming the countryside, so they would most likely come to us. Anyway, so the easiest way to do this is to say, okay, we have haulers and people who do construction, deconstruction, road building, all this, and we have some very skilled miners with us from the start, and you can see here none other have any mining skills. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all hauling from our miners. So instead of doing it by migration wave, let me just do it by nothing, and then I press mining and I sort by mining, and then I can see that the first 4, so let's mark them like this with the mouse. Well, there's only so little to do. Toggle hauling. Okay, this doesn't work that well. Let me just do it one at a time. So the top 4 should not have any hauling or any construction, at least for now. And then what you do is you press commit changes, and then it's effectuated in the game. So these guys doing the vital mining operation will not be bogged down by doing other jobs. They have some masonry skills as well, which they don't need for the construction anymore, but will need it when they are gonna do a lot of blocks that we're gonna build with, because building with pure stone is gonna take too long. Okay, let me remove the plant gathering. They were getting good at it though, but not really necessary anymore. They still have mechanics going, that's alright for now. Let's pull them off the architecture. Someone else can do that. And siege engineering. Yeah, well, that's fine. We're not gonna use it for now. So I noticed we have one of the new guys is actually a pretty good mason, and I think let's get him mining a little bit. Oh, he's a good miller as well. That's a little bit annoying, because we have some stuff we could mill. Okay, let's leave him for milling at the moment and other jobs, and then we'll maybe pull him over into the mining crew later, because of his high masonry skill, because we need him over there. So let's actually, we can right click and then toggle hauling. So remove all of them at once. There we go. So that's mining and masonry setup. Then we have loads of people who can do carpentry. That's all fine. Some bowyers, some wood cutting. Quite a lot actually. Maybe we should cut some more wood crafting. Have a pretty good one here. And there's the masonry, stone detailing. It's for smoothing and engraving. Stone crafting. And I just saw we got a guy who can do animal training. That's actually very good. Let's put him on animal care as well. Gelding. Okay. Yeah. That's a very good thing. We can train our goats actually, because we have I've modified the roles, so we can train goats for war and hunter. Funnily enough, I don't know how much fun that is, but let's see. But we can train the dogs anyway. And let's sort by migration wave again. So basically, what do we have up here? This is the talented carpenter and cook. Competent cook. So that's this one. Yeah, we don't have any. We have another guy here who's cooking as well. I think I'll relieve him of all the hauling as well, except for food. There we go. And then we have another guy. What's he doing? Expert carpenter, woodcutter. Okay, he can haul a bit for now. And then we have the last of the 7. He's the grower. Well, he definitely shouldn't do any of this stuff. Oops. It's easy to misfire on this one. Okay, so let's look at the new guys. We'll need some for military for sure. So we already drafted this we kind of drafted him away from hauling. But since we have a lot of wood hauling still going on, we can continue leaving them all on that. So we can immediately see by the big rectangles what people are good at. So there's a very good plant gatherer, not that useful anymore. Animal trainer, the mason, what's this, plant processing, and then a tanner, also not that useful. It's okay though. And we have a fisher guy. No, here. And we have nowhere to fish, so I'm gonna remove that from him, or else he's gonna seek out places to fish, and there's no good place at least yet. But they all have some, small skill at something, all competent weaver. And we'll just leave that on. I mean, some people like to remove everything from everyone when they arrive and then just set them up slowly for other things if they're good at something. I prefer to just leave it as it is here. And so we have a farmer here. He can help farming, but he can still do the hauling as well. That's fine. So let's look at the military. Do we have any people who are good at something? Yeah, we have a few who are okay. There's Lorbam, the fish cleaner. That's fine because fish cleaning is pretty useless, so I think we'll make him one of the captains. And negotiator, comedian. What's this guy? Animal trainer, so he shouldn't go. The brewer, talented brewer, also he could go. He could go as well. And by going, I mean go into the army. Basically, I think we should draft everyone who has some skill of the new ones, maybe not the old ones here. Then again, maybe. There's a bit of dodging for the woodcutters. Yeah, we have a couple of archers. I think maybe setting up the 2 archers in their own squad would be beneficial, so we have some archers training. Yeah. Okay. I think this is enough for now. I mean, you can look at it later, but I think I'll use it from now on to make the changes to the labor settings, unless it's something I can fix easily. But when you get a huge wave like this, it's nice to get an overview. Okay, so let's see about this military business. That's a big hurdle. We press M for military, and as you can see, there are no squads at all. And I like to go into the N for uniform first, just to check which kind of uniforms we have set up, and these are the 3 kinds of uniform. So we're gonna change this individual choice. We're gonna remove that, and then we're gonna add if I could just find it. It's W for weapon. So capital W, and here you have this individual choice weapon. So I'm gonna choose crossbows. I think that's the one. I mean, it's nice to let them choose themselves, but I've usually done it in the past. I'm gonna try and see if I can choose for them this time. So they're gonna use crossbows. Let's just keep it at that. And then the metal armor, individual choice. Oh, okay, so I have to choose which weapon they're actually gonna go for. I'm gonna stick with individual choice melee on this one for now, and then I can maybe change it out if I want them to pick up another weapon. Basically, if you have metal armor, if you choose axes, then they will all have axes, and it's not always a good idea. I mean, you can say, of course, that if one squad has axes and you have another squad with maces and another squad with hammers, then it's okay, but we don't have that many right now. So let's go for diversity, and then later on we'll go a little bit more into specialization and maybe divide them up into some other groups. That was not the one I should have pressed, so let's press M again. So that was the uniforms, and then supplies, we don't need that yet. Positions, okay. So positions, and then we say create squad. and we're gonna do the archers first. And then you see that they have the name, equivalent fences. You can change the name if you want. Let's actually do that by pressing capital N. So let's call them archers. And then we go to the position by pressing right, and then we go again right, and then we can see all the dwarves. And up here you'll see if they have any skill in marksmanship. So no, they don't have. These are the first dwarves we had. So let's go backwards, so we go up to the bottom of the list, and then we just continue until we find one. There's a novice Marks dwarf. I think there's one who's better. No, he's also novice. Let's go through them all. I don't think there are any others. No, they're not. So let's go with the one who's... Oh, that's a hunter and he doesn't have any marksmanship. I guess he could join though. I think so. Let's put this guy in there. And then let's put this guy in there. And let's take the hunter and put him in there too. So now we have 3 guys in the archer squad. And that's all fine and dandy. So now we can look at alerts. And that's one big clusterfuck, but for now let's you can see that there's this inactive, and there's the A for the archer, so they are not, they're set as inactive. It's probably easier to do it in another way, but let's just go here and press A as inactive. So now they're active. You can see here. So you can create alerts basically if you want them to defend a certain place, or if you want them to patrol, or, and we'll look into that, but not now. And if I press equip, you can see they each have the armor that I set up with the crossbow and leather armor, and N for uniform. Well, that's the one I just had really. Let me just see. E. Yeah, there's this thing that it says over clothing. It's best to keep that on, because or else they'll just throw their clothes everywhere. And exact matches, I think it's better than partial, as far as I remember. Let's go to supplies. And I usually just remove these by pressing division and minus. I don't see any use in it. I really don't. I mean, they can just go and get their booze or whatever they need. Carrying water, of course, can be beneficial if they need to give someone water, or if they need it themselves, so they don't die of dehydration or something. But we should have a setup that takes care of them quicker. So we don't need that. Okay. Ammunition. Here's the setting that's for archers and hunters. So hunters had 100 bolts assigned. Right now we don't really have any hunters, and I'm just gonna take this down to, let's just remove it. So we'll remove all from the hunters from now on. Oh, for now. And then we have 250 bolts, none assigned yet because it's just been made. And You can set the material, you can set the amount, and you can set if they need to use it for combat or for training. So what we normally do is to set them up for training with cheap bolts. So like bone bolts and wooden bolts, and then you set them up for combat with metal bolts. Since we don't have either right now, or we have very few metal bolts that came with people, then we're just gonna set them up with 250 bolts. That's fine, and we'll use them in both. Or should I try to add one? I could maybe add bolts, and then material, metal, use for combat. So I'll take 150 for combat, and then material. So this will have to be wood. And then we'll add another. Oh, that was the wrong one. F. So C as in add item. Bolts. M. Bone. C as in, so it's only for training. So there's 150 bone bolts, 150 wood bolts, and 150 metal bolts. Let's set that to 200. So now they will use the crab ones for training and the metal bolts for combat, if we see any combat. I have no idea if this works, but let's try it out. And let's then press S for the schedule. So now you can see that they're set up to train every month. Not really that useful. You can also set up if they are sleeping in barracks or in their room, or if they are uniformed when inactive. I like to keep them uniformed even if they are not active. And so let's set up this training thing. We can do it by editing it and then press O for train. Okay, this is to change it. There's defend burrows, patrol route, station, and train. Okay, so here we see it has to have 10 soldiers minimum for training. That's obviously not that clever when we are only 3 in the squad. So let's set it down to 2. And shift enter says done. And then you can see if I change it here to the next month, it will have 10 down there. So what we need to do is copy this one. So we copy it by pressing C, and then P. There we go. So it's all set up. And then we don't want them to train all the time. So let's set them to not train every 4th month. It might be too much training for them, but we need them up and ready. Oh, they'll get very unhappy if they train all the time. Okay, I think that's actually enough in this. Let's just see if that's enough for the archers for now. Of course we need an archery range, which we haven't set up yet, and we need it. I don't know where we should put that. Guess we could put it down here actually. Yeah, we could do that. But that's for now. We'll make this barracks. And that's the armor stand, by the way, that I placed there last time. And then we're not assigning the room, we are just pressing T, so the archers, the only group right now, will train there. And we don't want their equipment, don't want their anything here, it's just for training. Isn't it armor stand? Yeah, it's obsidian armor stand. Okay, so that was the first one. Let's set up the other squad. How do I set up another squad? Create squad appointed by this leader. Name squad. I think it's just L then. Metal armor. Oh yeah, there we go. The balls of die. Let's change the name. Capital N. What should we call them? The fists. And let's find the best suitable candidate. There's a wrestler, novice, mace dwarf. There's the hunter, who's already selected, we can see by another squad. Talented wrestler, I think he's the guy, the best guy. Novice fighter, novice wrestler, mace dwarf. Yeah, that's a talented wrestler, that seems to be our guy. Let's go down from the bottom again. Wise wrestler, yeah, get him in. Yeah. This guy. That guy. Could be a girl, actually. I don't even know. Okay, so we ran out. I think we'll just add from the bottom here until we are have a full team, basically. Maybe not the carpenter and metal crafter, but the trader definitely. Strand extractor, yeah. Not the mason, leather worker, animal dissector, fish dissector. Yeah. Okay, we have a full squad. Let's go to alerts. Let's put the fist on alert as well. Active training. You can see you can put civilization on alert as well. That's for when you want them to be inside a burrow or something, so we'll get to that later. Then there's their equipment, uniforms, supplies, same deal here. Ammunition, they don't need that. Schedule. So here we need to do the same deal. So I can copy this one. And let's not have the exact same. We'll have a little bit offset from the other one, so they're not off at the same time. Okay. And let's go here. Numpad down. Train. So now they should both train here. But let's see what happens. We have plenty of wood that's still being dumped here, so it's a lot of work for everyone. Oh, nice, and the animal trainer. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the animal trainer finished the kennel, as we can see there. And we can actually capture a live animal. It's not. This is not where we do the taming, is it? No. To do taming, I think we have to go to sad animals. Yeah, here it is. So we have 2 dogs. I'm kinda hesitating to make them anything yet because we don't have any puppies yet, do we? Don't know. No, we don't. So we're kinda waiting for puppies. We can try with some of the goats though. We have quite a lot of goats now. So let's go in there again, just for fun. Take a billy goat and do war training. We'll just do 1 for now. So that's W. You can do H for hunting training if you want that, but we want war training, I think. I mean, goat is not for hunting. That reminds me, there was also a thing we needed to do with the... I think the barn owl could be in this one. Oh, in the... we have a barn owl that we bought. Oh, this is the new... oh, we got some... yeah, we got some new... quite a few new actually of these new animals. The came with the people, the new people. I couldn't see any barn owl. Oh, there it is. It's in the cage, like that. So there are some mules, horses. Let's put them upstairs. I'm not sure this room is big enough, actually. Let's build some more nest boxes. We just had enough. And then let's go to this one, where we have llama, bull, horse, horse. So we set the lamb. Lamb can go with the goats, horse, mule. A doe rabbit. Yeah, why not? The cat is roaming freely. And the lamb. There we go. Yeah, that should be enough. Let's just check the J. Now that's easier to do with the U. So there's some pen pastering, pick up equipment. Well, they haven't really settled in yet, I guess. See, now they start working. Only a few idlers now. And let's go up here and have a look. So these are the new recruits. So this guy is leading the demonstration in dodging. And this guy is watching it. And this guy is he's waiting for it. It still be going on. I'm just wondering if he's not in it. Or if it's just because it can only be one at a time. I don't know. So let's look at the animal trainer is probably been made into a Mark's dwarf, or he's the commander, isn't he? Ah, he's gonna do the train. Okay, let's go on him. So he's training this goat now. That's because we've set this area to animal training as well. So he's training that. Is he done already? Yeah, he is. And now he's going dumping something. Okay. Yeah, so we need an archery range for our archers to train properly. But now we have a war goat. War billy goat. Nice. And so I think we need to get some. I need to use some wood to create some bolts. And we probably need a few crossbows as well. So we have something to choose from. We can also go to the military and then we can actually see under equip if they have picked up anything yet. So the archers, crossbow, no crossbow. So we probably only have 2 lying around. And here we see that, so this guy, the captain, has some armor and a melee weapon. Oh, that's wrong one. And headwear. That's it. We don't have a lot of equipment yet. So yeah, they're gonna deal with that without any yet. What we can give them though, we can give them some wooden shields. So let's make some of these. Still making charcoal. Okay. So let's see, where can we do this archery range? I'm just thinking we should do it down here. instead of up here, because up here it's kind of in the way, and this is where we want to fight and do other training. It's not that they will hit each other, because I think when they train archery, there's no friendly fire. So yeah, I'm thinking we should just dig in here, but still carving the ramps over at the other side, so let's put the priority up on 7. It's not really that important. I'm just wondering if we don't need to dig down from up here, do we? No. There might be some trees though that might hinder it, but not here since we build over this, so it's probably better to do it on the right side. So let's go in here. Alright, sorry about that. Just had the cleaning lady pop in. Just what is this? A llama wool coat. Militia captain. Okay, so he's throwing his clothes all over the place already. Okay, if I had to put it up here, maybe we can set them up to have their equipment up here, just so it's not lying around everywhere else. That would be nice. So I just tried to see if I could force the if I could force them to use everyone at the same time when they were doing the training. Didn't I change it to 3? Maybe not. Doesn't matter. So basically we just oh, they have started digging now, so that must mean that they're done on their ramping. Okay, so now we have this set up, and I'll just put a door in, and we could make this kind of like a common barracks where we have some beds for the for both squads actually, and then we can have the archery range down here. Let me see, let's B and then archery target, that's A. Let's build some archery targets down here. Wood blocks. It's because it wants to use the ones that are lying in the trade depot. We don't want to use that. We want to use. We just. That was wrong. Okay, crap. Just want to use these normal wooden logs. Okay, that's all the archery targets. I know there are ways where you can kind of save some of the arrows that you use for the practicing, but I think that's a little bit too gamey, so I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do, however, is to make something else in here. We're gonna do some armor stands, aren't we? Well, let's maybe first do some beds. Yeah. Did I just do something? Did I do chains? Yeah, I did. Okay. B. Let's try that again. That was a lot of beds. Let's do the armor stand here in the middle. The weapon rack. Can we do out? I don't know if any of this is gonna block. Isn't there a cabinet? F. No, we don't have that. Do we have any containers? H. Not really, we don't have any chests yet. Okay. Maybe we need to put an order in. So new order, wooden chests. I don't know. They're quite nice to have, so let's just have 30. And a new order for... No, let's do this out of masonry. Let's do a stone cabinets. If I could just write, then it would be easy. So this is all metal. Rock cabinet. There we go. Let's have 30 of those. Okay, let's see how that goes. So now our miners, of course, don't have anything to do. I need to set them back to work over here. So now we are down to this level. And yeah, we'll just basically dig down so that we are at the same range as the above here. So you can see here, if I have to follow this, I have to go down here. If I did a ramp here, I would open up. So that's no good. We need to keep it closed. So I'm gonna follow the upper the way we've done it on the upper side. Don't know if we need that one, but let's just do it. And then one up, one there, and then up here, and here, and then all the way up here. Okay, so we have that. The outline has been set, and I can fill it up. This is where usually there will be, if you make mistakes, digging mistakes, this is where you're gonna do them. And by digging mistakes, I mean, you know, you make an opening that shouldn't be there, or make something come flying down over your heads. Okay, so they should be able to start digging that. Yeah, they are. And we can see here there's an archery demonstration going on without a target, I guess. Just a bit boggled that it's only some of them, it's only 2 who are actually training at a time. I don't know if that has to do with me setting the number for 2. Not that it matters a lot though, but oh, there's a lot of animals in here now. And a barn owl. Hope it's not fighting with them. No, doesn't seem like it. And we are heavy on the way with shields and wooden chests and wooden bolts and wooden crossbows. So that's great. I think we should actually make. We could queue a job up about this wooden bolt thing. Let's just get a lot of them in there. Guess they don't have metal yet. Let's see, we have some beds. Oh, nice shields. All good. What about the cabinets are also being made? Wonder if that's the High Master Mason. Oh, that's gonna be good. He's gonna do some excellent work. So you can see here it's an exceptional obsidian cabinet. Great. So let's put a cabinet in here already. So that's BH. Could also just do it here. That was the wrong one. It was BF. There you go. That was a little bit of a weird way to go. Okay, so now I can make a barracks or armory. I think I'm just gonna make it out of a bed. So like this, and then I'm gonna make it into barracks. And by pressing B, of course. And then I'm gonna set sleep, archers, sleep, individual items, squad items. So they'll do everything but train here. The two groups, they should have enough beds for now, because they're not sleeping at the same time. And then I'll also go up here and I remove the iron Q from the two, so they only train here. And then we need to set up archery range. I think we need to set up each of them. Let's just use the full. Maybe not. Let's use up to there. And then we need to set a shooting range. So left to right, no. Bottom to top, no. Wrong one. There's a W. With a W, S. Top to bottom. That's the one, yes. And then the archers can train here. So we'll take the next one. So that's the size, and then S, and archers can train here. So we just need to do this with all of them, as far as I know. Then I have to do it again. Top to bottom, archers training. Oh, wrong one. Top to bottom, archers training. This one still needs to be done. And then let's set up an ammo stockpile up here. Because then we'll have all the ammo needed for, and we're only using bolts, I think. Yeah. And no metal. Wooden bone, fine. Don't care what quality it is, actually. Just use it. So they can use all this for training. The wood and the so wooden and bone bolts. And then up here we'll create the ammo for the, yeah, where should we put that? Probably put it away from danger. So if we put it, don't want it in the middle of the training area. Let's put it here then. So a little bit away from the edge. And only bolts, only metal, no other materials, any quality. That's alright for now. Let's see how that goes. And then, so I guess he's leading crossbow. Who's following that? He's watching it from all the way over here. He's actually dabbling already without having shot an arrow, so that's alright. Let's just leave it at that, see if they train both places. So here in comes the ammo that's just been made. It's great. And there's a bin. So they put it in the bin. So that means there can be more than just that one. Let's keep it like this. Where's he going with that? Store in bin. Okay. It's always a little bit weird with these bins, the way it works. And so here comes another bin. Well, anyway, they should store them in there and that should be fine. And then the last one, let's make that as well. Top to bottom, archers, give it a shot. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna remove the T from the archers here and then see if they go down. Now what's this? There's a tree right there next to the road. Can't have that. What was that? Masterpiece obsidian cabinet. That's not bad. Okay, we're doing dodging now. Do we have any metal? Copper bolts. Okay. And there were some more iron bolts. Okay, great. You can also see that the metal ones you have in higher quantity. Actually, bone bolts go as far down as 5 when you make them, I think. I mean, of course, normally more than that. Oh, I see the diggers are done again. And they're probably stuck here, aren't they? You can't get up. So we have to figure something out. Yeah, basically here we cannot, we cannot make a ramp when we already dug it out. So we will have to use the channeling. Let's just try and do channeling actually, see if that works for the rest of it. It should work. It should work fine. So we'll do. It's quicker to do for sure. I just don't know if it's working as well. Let's see if it does. It might be the exact same thing. There we go, seems alright. Are they channeling? Yes, they are. And a masterpiece Ginkgo wood chest. Not bad. And the drinks have been made. 1300. Let's just check that out because I want to see if we have a lot of plants still. A lot of dimple cups. Yeah, we still have a lot of plants. Let's just continue the jobs actually. Q brew from plant 30. Q brew from fruit 30. Okay. Okay, now it works with this validated. I think it's because there were not 20 dwarves yet. There's something about this 20 dwarves. If there's 20 dwarves, you need a manager office for the manager to be able to do these orders, and now he writes them down. And also there's something about the dwarven moods, the artifact moves, that you cannot have that before you have 20 dwarves. There are all kinds of ticks and stuff in here. Okay, they're enjoying themselves. Just wondered how many eggs we have. Barn owl eggs, dog eggs, emerald dye bag. Why do we have dye in here? Is that set up dye? Middle plant. Oops. Shouldn't have that. Can we search for dye? Yeah. Okay, that's the 4 ones. So yeah, we shouldn't have that. Can have oil though. Syrup. And we can also have milk. Oh. Milk. Let's just see if everything's fine here in the kitchen section. Not cooking with drinks. We have eggs, syrup. Did we do any? I wonder what we did here. We have fiber threads, dwarven syrup. Let's just mill plants. See if there's anything we need to mill. Process plants. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. This one. Share animal. I don't think we have any to share the animals. And yeah, really don't want to do it. It's just micromanaging. Yeah, so he's complaining about not having plants, but I know he has some, so it must be because someone has been striking. Someone has been using the container that it was put in. Soldier, no activity. But they are set up here to train. Aren't they? Should work though. Let's check their ammunition. Archers. Yeah, so they have plenty of wooden bolts. Let's put that up to 200 because we have a lot of wooden bolts. Let's just do 300. A few iron bolts. Okay, yeah, I don't know why they are not training. Where are they at then? Just sitting in the dining hall drinking booze. Yeah, well, let's give them a bit of time. A section of the caravan has collapsed. Was that over here? Yeah, so this is the usual crap that happens when we do this. It might be because I had dug under it first, so I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted to just remove everything. That's X. So we might have someone getting injured because of this now. Let's see. Unconscious, right upper leg. We're going to set. His upper leg is bruised. Okay, that was probably lucky. What about the other guy? He's fine. There were only two. So yeah, I don't know if it's because he was channeling in the wrong way, or if he Then you have to be really careful about this channeling business if this is how it's gonna be. Let's why is it blue? Just gonna dig really slowly, so I'm sure that we need empty bags. Yeah, well, we haven't gotten our cloth industry up and running yet, so still no activity. You know what, then we might as well put them up on training for this one, so they at least do something. I'm gonna try and do it so that we do the ones that where there's something underneath now, because then we can ramp the rest of it. Oops. A Wereopossum. The Wereopossum Sheepy Noddlesling has come. A large opossum twisted into humanoid form. In its craze for blood and flesh, its eyes glow green, cinnamon hair and long and shaggy. Now you will know why you fear the night. Okay. So where is this Wereopossum? Is it this guy? No. Oh, it's out there. Damn it. I knew this was gonna come and forbid passage. It's open though. Why is he there? Looks scary though. Yeah. Not too good, Bumrick. Our legendary miner. Why did you go out this way? Let's see if he runs back inside. But what you can do when you have pause on it, you can press dot, and then it takes one step at a time. And I'm gonna try and see if I can lock this one. But it's not closed yet, so I can't. There we go. Forbid passage. Where's this stuff out? Hamster remains. Okay, so he hasn't killed anyone yet. But luckily our legendary miner was fast enough to get inside. I wonder if he's been bitten by this awful thing. Yeah, this is when he wasn't fighting, he was well, he was fighting the roof that fell down. Yeah, so this is where you need, then you kind of need traps to catch these were beasts. We have a lot of people outside. Dumping the wood. So let's stop the dumping by ignoring refuse from outside for a moment. That should clear that up. And yeah, we need these archers on duty, but I'm just wondering what it's gonna do from here. It's not moving at all. Oh, now it's transformed into a goblin. Goblin? Oh, I'm doing the wrong stuff here. Set. Okay, so now he's a goblin. Is he leaving or what? Let's follow him by putting F. Oh, he just left. I don't think he got close enough to Bomric to actually bite him. But yeah, so now you see that. Let's put the refuse on again. This is why we want everyone inside, and yeah, who knows. But Bomric is cleaning himself. Why is he cleaning himself? Oh, he's coated in clay. Okay. Let's just follow him for a bit. Oh, he's going to the lake, or the small pond. Oh, now he has water covering himself. Okay. And channeling underway over here. So see, I can't do this one now because then this one loses its you know, the stuff that helps it stay up. Then it will collapse like the other one did. So I have to wait with that one. I can do these two though. Did we just destroy our booze actually? I think we did. Yeah, it went right into the booze. See, there's not even a... No. I think we need to do a new one over here then. Let's do another drink. PvP. And then only take from links. Take from. Big pile of booze. Still on the way with the jobs. There we go. And so now we can ramp the lower part. Channel dangerous. Of course, it makes it a little bit harder to see with this when you have the multiple levels view, where there's open space and where there's not. I mean, you can't channel here because there's nothing, so that makes it easy enough to see. It's funny that guy just came and then left again. It's not like the entire fort was just closed behind that door. Yeah, okay, so there's channeling going on. We need to do this part. Now we can just ramp this part down here. Because there's a wall beneath, so then there's no danger. Walls. There we go. Yeah, it gets a little bit messy when you start digging under a place where you want to ramp down. And now we're starting to get this masterpiece, mastercraft spam. Which is a little bit annoying, but that's how it is. So now we got that channel out. I think we only need to. Yeah, so we do these two. Let's just check the status. 300 meals. Okay, didn't do anything. I think last time. Maybe it's counting the eggs. Drinks, plenty of drinks. Seeds. And now it's summer. Okay. Yeah, so now you can see that this is where so now they're going to archery practice. Okay. Because some of them were off duty now. So they're lime makers instead of soldiers. And then we have two going to let's follow this guy. So if he's going to the archery range, let's follow him. Oh, he's gonna do it here. Okay, let's stop them from going here. See if that helps. Oh well. Are we still dumping? Yeah. Lots of wood. Yeah, so this is the usual. Someone is doing the channeling and he's not around, so it takes a while to go and get it or do it. And let's see, then we need this one removed. And this one. And then this one. And then I think we should be able to ramp the rest out. And then we can remove the ramps around here. So basically now there's just a big hole here. Empty food storage item. Okay, so we need more wooden barrel. Let's make 2 of these. Yeah, see, that wasn't easy. There we go. Inappropriate dig square, okay. Well, they seem to have done this. And there's only open space over here. So it seems to be good now. Needs empty food storage item. Alright. So now we have a lot of stone down here, a lot of obsidian. And before we start building, we want to create or start making those into blocks so we can start building upwards. I guess we could dig further down, but then we just have to. Let's do it now. So BWM. So let's put one over here. Apple with logs. Okay, we have logs here. Oh yeah, it's from the. Let's make it out of basalt so that they can make it themselves without needing a carpenter. So we make 4. Out of basalt. And they should all be able to do it actually. What about you? You're not a mason. There you are. Ah, he's going for sleep. Let's just change. Okay. Aren't someone doing the barrels? Not yet. Okay. Should be done soon. What's the manager doing? He's on a break. Well, that's just typical, isn't it? And we're out of wood here, actually. Okay, so I guess it's time we kind of started to get some of this in. So let's say D, B, and then C. It's already selected. You can see the ones that are forbidden here. You can even also go on them. You can see there are loads of logs. So yeah, let's just unforbid all of it. Or reclaim all of it. Then they should start hauling it in. And then we can just start doing barrels. We'll just do those until the manager sees fit to start working in. And now we have the 4 masonry, or 3 of them. 2 of them are done. And we'll start doing blocks on repeat. That was this one. No, not yet. There we go. And so this is going to be very effective. You can see how slowly they walk with these boulders. That's how slow it would do if you want to build with them. So the good thing is that in previous versions you got 1 block out of the boulder, now you get 4. This is a huge improvement in terms of, you know, getting a lot of blocks that we can use for oh, he's much faster than these 2. And why is he going so far away? Oh, he's eating. He's Grandmaster Mason now. That's great. And since it's summer, there's all kinds of fruits all over the place, so maybe we should gather some again. Let's do that. G. G. I don't know if that's gonna gather anything from that, but maybe. See if we're filling up the wood piles. Not yet, I guess that's because we are not yet taking from anywhere, which we should. So, there we go. Now there's one archery practice. Let's just watch him then. So he's just shooting, using the arrows. He's using a lot. And it's not going that fast. But that's how it is. It gets a bit messy here in front of. A human caravan from Nuspi has arrived. Okay. They're coming from over here on the left. There we go. No one wants to use our fine road. Well, that's just typical, isn't it? Dwarven syrup. Emerald dye. And then some eggs. Yeah, we don't have a lot to cook with at the moment. Did we actually... Oh, we did some thread. That's good. Did we do some here? I don't know. So we're brewing away. And we have plenty of drink. But it also seems like we have plenty of food though. Yeah, we do have quite a bit here. So that's okay. Why is this crossbow just lying here? So someone is not doing that yet. Yeah, they are. It's so annoying when the manager is on a break. There's 2 barrels there too, so we get it a little bit out of the way. Crossbows, filtering bolts. Did they arrive already? Yes, they have. So let's move some stuff to the depot. As usual, the prepared food is the most expensive. Spice barrel. Yeah, so this one can go. Don't want to give our mechanisms away. Cabinets. I can sell some of these. Maybe not all of them. Oh, that was the wrong one. Pine cart, 250. Yeah, why not? What's this one? 250. Okay. Yeah, let's just set it. 200. Now we're down under 200. Then let's leave that. So we see the expedition leader is not doing anything now because we have 4 masons already taking care of things. I think we'll just let him build some mechanics actually. We can get him to do that. Yeah. Bring item to depot. Why are the horses out of their... Horses are just running freely around. I don't like it. Let's request the trader. Who is the trader? This guy. So let's follow him so we can see when he's there. Dump item. And there he is. Okay, let's trade. So this is quite good money for this. Let's just sell a little bit first, just to give him a good profit, like that. Let's just do a little, well, he gets a lot of money out of it. See, and he's really pleased with the trading. Let's do a little bit more. And not the shell. Let's just do these blocks. So now I hear that you should go out, unpause for a bit, and then go back in. That one. Then you should be able to get better deals. So let's see, what do we have? If we sell everything, then it's 17,500. Aluminium bars for sure. Crystal glass, rope. Yeah, why not? Why not have some rope? It's quite annoying to do them yourself anyway, so water skin. Yeah, why not? Drake. Oh, that's a dog, isn't it? We need one of those. Great. Blue peahen, nanny goat hen, turkey hen, yak cow, milk barrel, ice bear, alpaca milk, pigs. Ah, maybe not pig milk. Oh, there's some nice wine here. Let's just get it. Sewer brew, we're not making that ourselves. Barrels we can make ourselves for sure. Single grain beer barrel. Potato wine. Couple of, that's a very expensive bucket. Okay, they have this guitar on it. I guess that's why it's so expensive. 1,500 for a bucket. So copper weapons absolutely useless. Iron longsword, alright. Silver mace, that's pretty good. Okay, it's just a normal, it's not really, it's just the decoration that's well crafted, not the item itself. So since we don't have any though, let's just get some iron pattern legs. Oh, well crafted. Okay, let's get it. these large things, we cannot use that. Yellow sandbag, bag, fisherberry seeds bag, sandbag. Let's just get some bags. Alright, and then let's buy some cloth so we can do our own bags, our own ropes, our own clothes, our own stuff. This is by far the best economically to do that. And you get good quality stuff once your dwarves are good at it. Can buy some more. That's expensive. 1500 for bolts, no way. Let's just get these bronze bolts. That's arrows, can't use them at all. What am I doing? He still got 1500 profit. Okay, let's get the iron bolts done. Let's get some anvils. And then let's get all this food. Because we want to make it into prepared foods. Let's get this yarn and thread as well. Loincloth, no thanks. Maybe some cheese. I'm wondering if he's gonna go with this. So his profit is 6,600 out of 17,000. Oh, he is. Nice. Don't think we need any more from him, so that's all set actually. Our dwarves should take the food stuff downstairs. If they're not dumping stuff. Guess we could put the let's put the weapons here, the crossbows. Just so they're kind of out of the way and not lying around. Okay, I'm gonna search for cross. There we go. No trap components, metal, stone. Not really stone, is it? Maybe wood. Yeah, like that. So the wood is starting to reappear. And what's that? Bat ray. Okay. So I'm thinking about this egg business. So they're infertile. Does that mean our rooster is not up for the job or what? Just wondering if we can make them hatch. Let's disallow the eggs. Actually, not all the eggs. Search for hen eggs and turkey hen eggs. Because we wanna see if we can get more of these. Let's also not use them in the kitchen. is somewhere here. Duck eggs. I guess it's because we don't have any right now. Oh, there it is. Hen egg. Don't cook with it. And turkey hen egg? No. I guess because there's none in the I'm just gonna let's just see how it goes. You can also forbid them, but I don't want to. I want to see if it actually works. I wonder if it's getting cluttered here yet. No, it's not. Guess there should be quite a few barrels. Because we can't, there's no more space in the booze stockpile. I'm just wondering what they do up here. Do they just put it all in one, or apple seeds? Yeah, so they're all over the place. That's not very useful, is it? Maybe we should just allow barrels on this one. Then there can be a lot more. That's R. They will just store the other seeds we don't use yet in barrels. That's fine. Oh, okay, now it's validated the jobs. So then we can stop doing this on repeat. How are we doing the boats as well? Let's do more of them. Quite a few mechanisms. That's good. Let's stop that, and then we should do some cage traps, just in case. So did we do some cages? I don't know, but let's just build some traps. That's T, so B, T, C. Okay. So we build them here if anything gets past R. We cannot put them here because the wagons don't want to drive over them. I guess we should have had a space here, but that's just too bad. So we'll have it here, and just in case, then we'll put some in here. And the same as down here, in case something comes in here and, you know, and they can get past the, or get inside the door. that should be fine. We haven't done cages yet. I can do some cages. So let's just do 20. Another thing we can also do is to put an animal somewhere. So we're building a restraint. That's V. Yeah. Let's put it here. Just use a normal rope. Where's he going? Store item. That's probably the wood we have over here. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's not too good, but that's how it is. Just notice this one. Need to remove that. And here we are going away with our blocks in good manner. What was that? Okay. And we are at 2 hours. And here you can see the first one has been placed, which means that the trap is there, but the cage is not there yet. Then you need a cage as well as a mechanism. So once the cage is there, it should turn a brighter green, and you should be able to see that. Yeah, okay, then he went on a break, the guy who did the mechanisms. It's actually, oh, another horse. Great. Just thinking of, that's the last thing. It's a nice trick I saw one of the other YouTubers who do Dwarf Fortress do. When you have your military, let's just say, is in a squad. So all these in the fist. You want them to be able to do the mechanics, because then they can replace cage traps, which is really beneficial. So let's just remove it on these dabbling mechanics anyway. Competent, he can keep doing it. Not him either. So then the guys who are soldiers, they will take care of the mechanics. I think it's a nice little trick, so that, you know, because sometimes you end up in situations where they want to replace a cage trap in the middle of a siege or something, and so in this case it's gonna be a soldier who does it most likely, and that's gonna be much better than a civilian. So now you see this one has a cage on it, this one doesn't yet, and you can see that it's a little bit brighter than the other one. So that's good. They're being done. Don't know why this restraint is not being done though. Guess we have quite a bit of, a lot of combat drills suddenly. Guess now that we just put them up to do some stuff, then they have very important business to take care of. There's just bronze battle axe in the middle of everything. I think I'm gonna do weapon stockpile up here for all our useful weapons. Not trap components and not crossbows. So it has to be usable, and so you press J to remove the ones that are unusable by the dwarves. I know whips are not going to be used, swords, spears, maces. Picks we can have somewhere else, I think. Nah, let's just put them here for now. All these they don't use normally. I've never seen any of these, but it's nice that they've been put in. And no stone. They don't come in wood, do they? No, they don't. Bone, no. They can come in obsidian if we have that, but let's just keep this to metal. So we move all our I guess there are too many jobs now compared to how many are actually available to do it. Why is he dragging that from outside all this way in? Ah, it's because there's this. Yeah, okay. There are these up here. I think I'm gonna forbid them for now, because this is not useful that they go up here at the moment when we have no defense over here. So I'm just gonna forbid it all. And actually I'm gonna do the same with the wood. There we go. So we don't spend time walking all the way around, because I've forbidden this door now. It's safer to forbid it so they don't use it and go out that way. Don't really want that. See, now he comes really slowly. So we have 2 guys on rock blocks at the moment. 3 guys. Yeah, that's because he's coming with a block too. He's a bit faster because he's stronger. And here's one guy with the mechanics to make one of the traps. Oh, that's nice to see that the traps are coming up there. And now we have a restraint here, so I go over to Q and then I assign an animal to it. And I was thinking of one of these that we had somewhere in a cage. Didn't we have like a slug? Okay. Well, what's the least useful animal of these? That's a bit tough, isn't it? The llama? Yeah, let's put the llama there. And it just reminds me that we got some more hens, I think. Yeah, one. Nanny goat, peahen, turkey hen, drake. Then we have a yak cow and a nanny goat I need to put upstairs. Start slaughtering some of these soon. They're getting a bit numerous. And I'm a bit annoyed that dogs haven't bred. Maybe we should put the yaks in with the water buffaloes. See if they can handle it. We search for a yak. Oh, there's only one. Okay. Here comes a cage. Yeah, well that's fine, they're leaving. They should show up on the civilization as well. No, Confederation of Bunnies, okay. Lawgiver, human planter, Ganu Sedastidil. Okay. They even look like, was it they, are they all yaks? Water buffalo, oh. Okay, they look like each other. Yeah, I should maybe set up some kind of holding system for these with wheelbarrows. I think I'll do that next time. We could do a quantum stockpile in the middle of everything here. Yeah. And I think we are ready to stop the stream for this time around. So we got all the way down to the bottom of this spire, and there's a kind of a hole now going up, which is fine. I mean, yeah, okay, it will rain on them, but we will start building the walls as soon as we have used up a lot of the stone for blocks. And yeah, everything is going fine. Got a military going, where they're actually doing a lot of drilling. And here leaves the caravan. yeah, this is good for now. Let's save it up and thank you very much for tuning in. Hope there was something good in it. It's going a bit slow, I have to admit, and maybe it's too quiet around here. Maybe it's the size of the area that's dragging the FPS down. I don't know, but we had a werebeast at least. Not a lot of action because it just left, but we had one, so no one can take that away from us. But yeah, it was nice. Hope to see you again soon. I have I'm gonna link to Captain Doc's tutorial videos because I find them good, and I think he will do them. He's doing them better than I could. I'm thinking of doing something else. Maybe cover some ground that he hasn't done or isn't gonna do, or else I'm gonna do something like what not to do in Dwarf Fortress. That would be more entertaining, I guess. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and as usual, just send feedback, whatever you want. Say what you feel about it and how you like it, what you don't like. Have a great day, and see you soon.